Greetings, mortals, and welcome to a very late start.
This is such a late start that I'm actually late for this. The time my alarm went off saying you're supposed to be streaming right now before I did the stream. Whoops! Oh shit! I also haven't updated, so let me go do that. Look, I've had a busy morning, by which I mean I haven't had that busy a morning. I've had I'm waiting for a thing to happen before I can start stream. So clearly I don't have any prep work or anything that I should do while I wait. Nothing like that. That would be cool. I should have a torch. I mean, hey, they call flashlight torches here, I think. Do they? I know they call them that in Britain. No, I think they call them flashlights here. Damn it. Singaporeans have this interesting mixture of like Americanisms and Britishisms, and I can never remember like which ones are they necessarily have. It's very interesting. Like if you listen to the way that like a Singaporean talks, they will use they have kind of like a transatlantic accent, despite the fact that they're in the Pacific, and it's kind of funny. Not necessarily accent. They kind of have a transatlantic accent too. Anyway, kind of an interesting note about Singapore is that the people here are linguistically affected by both America as well as Britain very heavily. They probably also have a bunch of Australianisms, but I don't know what the Australianisms are. So, because they have very close ties to Australia. Okay, so we're actually starting up. Let's go. We, I think, just finished Myst. Is that what happened? We finished Myst, question mark. Okay. No. Didn't we? We just finished Bootleg Bay. Wow, we did so much. Not yesterday, Friday. We finished. So yes, we're gonna go back to Bootleg Bay because I think that we're. Oh no! Holy shit! Oh, we haven't trained yet. Right, we have 16 levels. Were we gonna train or were we gonna just keep going? I kind of feel like just continue on. Let's not train. We'll train. We're going to a place where we can train. We're gonna train once we kind of run into a brick wall. Test first. Test what? What am I testing? Oh. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to keep going. Do we want to do inventory management first? I guess we can't do inventory management first because we've just been... test of... Yes, sorry. Alright. Contextually obvious explanation of intent. Alright, so we're just going to pop over there. We don't need to sell anything. We're going to, like, a merchant city. You can sell... See, this is the thing. I just need to do like the the monkey paw thing, where like I just interpret like things in a way that makes it so that there needs to be clarification. Wait, and then you'll be able to use all of your channel highlights. That's how we do it. That's how we get stuff done. Oh, we got a sleep and unconsciousness immunity on a ring. That's pretty good. Let's get... Whoa! 24. Okay. It's not terrible, but it doesn't have a great set of other effects. I think we have enough space that we don't need to sell yet. But what we do need to do is we do need to identify this ring, finally. So, where is the thing that we were using for identify? I don't remember what it was. Did we swap it? Because I think we had one of these, but then we swapped for a ring at some point. Which was actually a mistake just because of the fact that rings are so hard to find in my inventory. Do I still have it? I do. Perfect.
We could sell it.
Alright, that's... Meh. It's 200? Oh, shit. Well, I've got to figure something out. I need to start doing more stupid shit that people don't want me to do. As opposed to all the stupid shit that people do want me to do. Okay, so I'm going to just make a save for Freehaven. And do I have anything that I need to do in advance of heading over there? That's a good question. I don't think so. Oh my god. Wild. Okay, we have some enemies here. Let's go ahead and cast this. And we're actually going to cast Protection from Magic first. I can't go to Iron Fist until I can teleport there because I didn't get a thing down. I forgot to actually make myself. I should pull out for a second. And disengage. I don't want to die. I forgot about the fucking. I don't want to die. Dead. I forgot about preservation. I wanted to cast Protection from Magic specifically to prevent something basically identical to that from happening. And I do think that that's important. But I think that we're just going to cast Preservation with you instead. Let's see. I can't go there till I can clear the dwarves? Why do I need to clear the dwarves? Oh! Yes! Yes, dwarves there. I was thinking the dwarves in, like, a different zone. I was very confused. Okay. But no, that's true. We're not going back there until we have... I just cast a light magic spell and I didn't equip my shit. When I do an area transition, I should have my stuff equipped in advance. Like a sensible person. Did I take my flail? Where did I put the flail? Concerning? Did I just miss it here somewhere? Yes, it's just sitting right. I was like, how? Where'd it go? Oh, probably just went through. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Anything else? We're going to... Do we want to swap our gear for this?
It might be useful.
Yeah, we might as well. And I think that's all we need to do, right? We have a necklace that gives it already built in. We're going to do Hour of Power next. I guess I probably should have done Resistances. That would have made more sense. Then we can cast Resists, and then I think we're chill. So, if I had actually just cast my spells, that would have, this would have been trivial, but, you know, live and learn and all that jazz. So there's been a change to the EXP formula. Here's a question about that EXP formula. Do I have an incentive to not train? Because if I'm higher level, I will be getting less experience, or is it tied to the experience that I have, not the level that I am? Because if I have an incentive to just not train because it's a level cap... Okay, it is based on the experience. Okay. Well, fine. Let's see. No, I'm referring not to the bolster level. I'm referring to the EXP formula, where you get less experience now for enemies that are lower level than you. right? So basically, do I have an incentive to keep myself low level in order to thinger, or is it just based off of or are you saying it's based off of the bolster level? Like that's the so. But if that's the case, if it's looking at that number, then how does it look at lower level characters? Because you mentioned that lower level characters in the party would be able to level up faster, right? With the new EXP formula.
It's dangerous.
Oh, we have a free quest to do here too. You know what? Should I just dive? I'm just gonna dive. That's fine. It's only 2 bosses, one of which is a venomous. It's fine. That actually seems to be fine because it just isn't hitting me. So there we go. We got hit twice. Oh, there it is. Oh, right. I guess the enemies tend not to attack that at far range. So if a character's it's based off of each individual character's experience value, which in my case can be calculated using the bolster thing because everybody has basically the same amount of experience. Am I understanding that correctly? So the way that I'm understanding it is that each character is checked individually, but the formula that it's being used is functionally identical to the bolster level formula. So I can just look at it from here because everybody's got about the same amount of experience anyway. But if I had a lower level party member, they wouldn't have as much experience that would go into that formula. Okay, gotcha. Just confirming. Yeah. There's a couple of characters that are a little bit lower than everybody else, but I imagine that it's not super relevant at this point. Like this is the lowest character, so this person has... Oh, I guess it's the same. So yeah, it looks like everybody's the same. Well, you don't think that the tiny difference in EXP is going to make them catch up? You think maybe the falling over unconscious and losing out on experience might be slightly more relevant? I don't know. I feel like we just need to get Silria some really good defensive gear. Council quests. Kill all those. Okay. So, need to find someone to just say, do it. Regen. Preservation. Right, we need to recast our buffs. So let's recast preservation. And we already cast regen properly. What other buffs do we want to cast? We have something else that we're casting. I don't want to cast immolation right now. Let's see. I think we're gonna explore the exterior first. We don't have a real reason to go to the city outside of training, since we can just pick up the quests after we've already completed them. So I think I'm just going to dive the archers. We're going to see how this goes. I think this might be a bit dangerous because they do have AoEs. And I think these are the mid-tier. I think blue are the lowest tier. Yeah, there's a lot of variation, actually, in how much damage they're doing. They seem to be missing a lot, maybe, so when they actually hit me, they're hitting pretty hard. There's the Master. You know what it probably is, actually? It's probably when they get out of line of sight. Wait, fuck. Oh, is it? Well. Is it? Master Archer isn't the top archer? Huh. What's that explain? Okie dokie. So, cleared that pack. A lot slower. What level are you all? 92. So not that strong. But probably, what, 92 to... Huh. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that explains why those... that explains why they took so long to take down. I was like, no, this mid-tier archer is pretty tanky. Okay, so you are a leecher. Ooh, that's rough. Okay, we're gonna need to we're gonna pull this pack because we need to clear the area so that we have space to kite. And what we're gonna try to do is pull all the other archers away so that we can do some stuff. It's going to be very interesting. I'm very, very reliant on... I'm very reliant on my buffs. You can see it in the damage that I was taking in the that initial fight when I didn't cast my my resistances and stuff. That I'm very reliant on these buffs. Yeah, leechers are great. They really change. You have to approach them in a very specific way, right? Like, you have to clean out all the ads first. You can't just, like... You can't sit on them and their ads. I mean, I guess if you like are predominantly like a ranged person. Okay, here's the question: where is that archer? Because I feel like I have definitely approached close enough that it should have aggroed, but I'm not seeing it, and I don't know why. Is it the one that wandered off behind the mountain? Because if it just wandered off by itself behind the mountain, that would be really funny. Hey, Poutine. You know, I should probably deal with the ones that are actually more dangerous first, which is to say I should be dealing with the one that's using AoEs on me. Not the ones that aren't, but that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna just rotate away for a bit. Thin the herd. There we go. And we can burn this one down. We're now going to start getting more damage coming in as they all consolidate. But I think there was only the one master. Let's see. Yeah, I actually did a Wardens of Chaos stream the other day. What was it? think Wednesday? Was it Wednesday that I did it? I think it's a cool project, right? It feels like I would say like an early stage. The thing that I think it's most similar to is like a Might and Magic 9, which I think as a project was a really good idea, but which was really hampered by the fact that, you know, the company was like falling apart at the time. And so I think that like as a project, it definitely has a lot of potential. The melee mechanics, I was a little concerned at first that there wouldn't be that much room for me to do like a lot of like melee shenanigans. But toward the end of it, I feel like I've found ways to, you know, engage in some shenaniganry that was meaningfully mitigating enemy damage. So the movement system is like actually used. Like the fact that you're in this like, you know, 3D space where you can move around is used as opposed to just being like a numbers game. And so yeah, I think that like it's definitely a project that has a lot of potential, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's see. I haven't played Daggerfall. Okay, well, we got through the Leecher, and because it was paralyzed the entire time, we actually managed to kill it, but we kinda almost died just to the leech effect. So now we could have retreated and put some distance, gotten some, you know, resources back, and come back to it. immediately started to mod the initial demo. Yeah, I think that's actually been done. I'm trying to remember. There's some game demos that have mods for them, I think, but I don't remember what they were. And there's probably some that are more recent, but I'm thinking about stuff when like I was younger, like when I was, you know, in my late teens or something like that, probably. Yeah, look, the Dagger Mage was fun. To be fair, if I could make my own party in the demo, I would have made someone a different class for the dagger thing. Though maybe not. It kind of depends, because I would still want access to all of the skills. But it was very delightful. That's kind of how I build stuff in these games to a large degree. Like, I'll bring around a druid, and the druid is mostly just stabbing people with daggers. Let's see. Yeah, I think that when you have a demo out that has character creation in it, that's going to be incredibly popular to just tinker with and to just theory craft based off of it, just like looking at the screen and going, ooh, you know, blah, 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 blah. The sheer amount of content that people will be able to put out on that kind of a thing is... Let's see. Yeah, I feel like it kind of depends. I do think that one thing that I will say with regards to that is that one of the reasons that mind magic is generally not used that much is kind of because the game is too easy, right? So, like, if you have with the kinds of encounters that are like as far as I can tell, the encounters seem like they are currently hand placed. I don't know if eventually it's going to transition into like randomized swarms like these old games have. But I kind of prefer the idea of like set placement. Maybe has a little less replay value in some ways, but in other ways, it's nice to have like the consistency. In part because it means that you can like actually craft like appropriate difficulty challenges for what you're trying to do. Like you're creating what the challenge is gonna. Oh, we got a venomous. I think. Maybe not. Maybe I just got poisoned from. No, I don't think so because I think that we still have protection from magic active, right? Yeah. So that's definitely venomous. And oh, there's 2 bosses in this pack. Excuse you. I guess I could pull some of them. Yeah, from my perspective, I think that it's probably better to not do random spawns. Just because, again, the consistency is nice. But, you know, but obviously, considering that I'm playing a game that has entirely random spawns, and I play it all the time, it's fine to have random spawns. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, like basically, like, if you have, like, a spawn location, it can be anywhere from one of the weakest tier to, like, oh, we have 6 trillion, you know, of the top tier in this spot. Which is a fairly... it gives you a very different experience from entry to entry. Which, again, it can be a good thing, but it's harder to I don't know, I feel like there's value in crafting an encounter that I like, but let's see here. Oh, thanks for the sub, Rotoset. Oh shit! The poison. Oh no! Ooh, we have 3 people poisoned. We're no longer curing poison. Now we're just in full on. Where the hell is the person now? There it is. All right. We're trying to burn this down. We're gonna let the poison get burned through with just healing because once you've got a bunch of poison effects in play, curing the poison is taking like an entire action away from you, but you're only doing it for one target. So at a certain point, if you let it get bad, it becomes more efficient to just heal through it because you're also taking damage from other sources. It's incredibly inefficient to do it that way, but let's see. Let's see. Leather on the ground, I checked, but I was distracted at the time. Okay, apparently I didn't check it. I checked another piece of leather that looked identical and thought that I checked this one. That was probably 20 minutes ago. Let's go. So let's see. Yeah, the bounty system is one that is always very funny because I never think to check the bounty because it's almost never anything useful. I don't... Is it? Oh, shit. So what you're telling me is that I should be going to all of these places... I should be going to town first to get the bounty? Whoops.
Useless.
Oh, it's bugged. Okay. Let's see. You know what? We will kill these first. That'd be fun. Oh man, it's so funny. Like, what was the game Last Dream? There's a JRPG that I really enjoyed that had like fully custom like character builds, where like when you would level up your character, you would allocate the stats however you wanted. And you know what? I should replay that because I had a problem with the way that itemization and stuff was handled. But no, there was the cooldown thing was really a problem. They had the expansion. I think it was called Last Dream, and the expansion for the original game was
Useless.
I don't think very well put together. Like, I have very serious complaints about the way the expansion worked. The base game was so good. Very solid, really loved it. And I would really enjoy playing through that again. But they had like super bosses that were fucking crazy. And if you played on the highest difficulty, they were so out of control. And loved it. Let's see. The issue from my perspective that bounties have conceptually is that bounties are literally just quests, right? They're just quests that are kind of like randomly generated and awkward to do. So I don't feel like there's like a really major difference between them and any other quest. Like, I don't know what you could do with like a bounty that isn't just doing a quest if you make it better, right? Like, if you make a bounty better, it's basically just a quest. Like, obviously, thematically, like, you can have bounties that are, you know, you can have bounty quests that are just, like, very cool. And the idea of having bounty quests that are, like, whatchamacallits, like, particularly strong enemies is really, really great. Oh, what did they say of useless too? Yeah, and that's the thing, right? They are just kind of like randomized quests. But what basically what I mean is that all the things that make the bounties in Might and Magic the bounties, as opposed to just being quests that like everything else, is basically the problems with them. More so than anything else. And if they basically just were like, okay, well, pick a random enemy that's actually in the zone. Like, you just have like 4 different enemies that it can choose from. That fixes a lot of the problems. But also at that point, it is pretty much just a repeatable quest, which is absolutely fine. I have no problem with that. I don't think I had a point. I really like the quests where you're doing something. This isn't something that is actionable in this kind of a game because of the way that the mechanics work. But I will say that one of the things that I found most delightful in Final Fantasy XIV was that there were a lot of quests where your quest was, hey, you know, it's moving day, we're moving. Can you, like, help us move with like people that you actually have developed. Your character has a relationship built up with, and like, hey, it's moving day, we're moving, and you're just going and picking up boxes and moving them from one place to another while talking to the random NPCs. And that as a dynamic is such a great way to like handle quests. Obviously completely irrelevant for this kind of game because you don't develop relationships with anybody really. Like that's not like how the game works on a fundamental level. Totally different genre. But like the quests have a totally different usage case in a game like this. But I don't know, I really like it. Totally non-transferable to this genre, but let's see. That I like as well. There's a lot of really cool quests in these series that are very like weird. Well, the key there really is that the thing that makes those kinds of quests interesting is the fact that you've developed enough of a relationship with these characters that you want to just sit there spending time with them. But there's also the element of like who's asking you to move boxes, right? Like who is your character, right? To some degree. Because like in Final Fantasy XIV, you're like the hero of light or whatever. You're this like legendary warrior figure, and sometimes it's very funny when someone asks you to move boxes because it's like, buddy, I do not know you. What the hell are you doing having me, move a box for you? Right? Like, what are you doing? But in other cases, you have someone who's doing it and it's like, oh yeah, this is, someone that is like a member of my group, or just someone who, is clearly needs help. I don't know. I like it when quests involve helping people. I don't know. That's just a weird thing for me. I like helping people. Strange business, I know. But yeah, with these kinds of quests, I do like the more unusual ones. Let's see. Yeah, the only issue with things that require returning to dungeons from before is that it makes pathing for me so much more complicated. And really, we should be prioritizing my, convenience in making appropriate pathing through the game and not interesting and compelling gameplay. I feel like we can all agree on this. I feel like this is an uncontroversial take. The path? Look, no. It shouldn't be linear. There should be a lot of choices to make. But each path, when I get onto it, should run into a dead end that I don't have to come back to. That's my feeling. I actually do really like the Metroidvania style of, like, you got a new thing and now you can go into a bunch of old places and unlock stuff. But in order for that to work really well, I think that it has to kind of be built into the narrative. Because, like, in a Metroidvania, it's very easy to do that because you're, like, just developing a fully new ability, right? It's like, okay, well, I have a hook shot now, so I can do cool shit, right? Whereas, like, okay, well, I now have a key that opens up specific types of doors in, like, every dungeon that I've ever gone into is harder to make feel fun, I think. And also depends because in a Metroidvania, obviously, backtracking is fun because the fundamental gameplay. The thing that's fun about the gameplay is mostly navigating the world. So, like, going back through, we don't have Torchlight Cast now. It was called for at some point, but it was called for before I transitioned over to the next area. I don't think it was demanded. But let's see here. That is very true. Water Walk and Fly could easily serve that purpose. I'm actually curious why it is that Fly doesn't work in dungeons. I guess it's to prevent messing up the traps on the ground. Like, you can kind of just ignore the ground traps if you have thinger. Look, you know, I'm helping you use all of your channel points that have no purpose. Yeah. It does. I wish I knew what was causing that problem. Because I don't think that it's always been a problem, and I'm wondering if it's something that Twitch has changed, or if it's something that, if it's something about the Might and Magic 8 specifically, because I don't think I had that problem before. It could also be a change to the way that these programs do their thing, but if it was a problem with the program, I would think that it would show up on the thinger. The preview. Ooh, this is a concern. This is very dangerous. Okay, we got the first fire archer down. How many are there? That's not fire archer. Oh shit! I let preservation wear off. Whew. Okay, let's recast preservation. Sorry, I'm wasting time here by getting myself killed. I didn't unequip my my helmet. Where is it? There it is.
Great.
Let's save. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what? I'm actually gonna dive you first since you're here. Okay. I'm actually going to just rotate into the shrine. Because in the shrine, anybody that isn't in direct melee range, I can just block completely. I mean, I guess technically not the fire archers, but there aren't that many fire archers. Now that all the fire archers are down, we just plow through these. But it is funny because for some reason I thought that they were called Master Archers, but I do remember the greens being the strongest. I just thought they were called the Master Archers.
There's no room.
Don't know what's up. Okay. So we've cleared the majority of the exterior packs. Is it lit? Did I save after I talked to my... I guess I did. Okay, so we're going to talk to this person over here. My stream is always super lit. Following you would be foolish. Okay. Oh, hey.
It's closed.
I appreciate that. Alright, let's see if we can burn through the fire archers before the others arrive. Probably not, but we'll see. Because I think the fire archers are moving much faster than the others. Very common for the top tier to move way faster. I think especially with the ranged characters. Oh! God, I loved those. The jumping puzzles to get all the vistas in that game, solid. Like surprisingly solid. I even did the there was a like Halloween event, I think during the first year, that involved like a jumping puzzle tower, and I actually did the pre-nerf version of it. Because I think it got nerfed after a while because it was so fucking hard that nobody was able to do it. Because it just took so many, like, you had to do it so much to get good enough at it to actually get through it. And I'm pretty sure that got nerfed. But yeah, I remember getting that done. It made me so happy. Which is also funny because generally speaking, I hate jumping puzzles. I hate everything that involves, like, okay, well, I'm making progress. Okay, I just lost all my progress and now I'm restarting. Not really a huge fan of that, generally. But Guild Wars 2 really handled the jumping puzzles in a way that I found very satisfying. It's very fun exploring that world. Let's see. It is also kind of funny because, like, a lot of the stuff that I most enjoy is also, like, the most inaccessible stuff in existence. It's like, ah, yes. Percentage of people who enjoy doing this, small. Kaz really enjoyed them too, but I don't think that any of the other people that we were playing with ever did any of the jumping puzzles. But me and Kaz would do the jumping puzzles together. Okay, so we're going to try to get over here. I think these are all the weak ones. Yeah, platforming is definitely something where
Victory is ours.
it's very hit or miss, and roughly 15 times out of 10, it misses. But That's obviously inaccurate. I haven't played Doom Eternal. I haven't played any of the new Doom games. I don't do shooters pretty much at all. Like I played the original Doom, when I was 6 or whatever, but Dark Messiah is something that I keep meaning to get into. Didn't I talk to him already? Oh, because it was too early. I couldn't talk to him. Good call, because I would have had to fly all the way back here. Okay, which dungeon should we do first?
Welcome.
That's the question for the ages. We could get Mordred. As I immediately look to chat, and then it's, you should go get Mordred immediately. I don't actually use daggers on anybody right now, so there is that. God. Just thinking about, like, how, like, fully clutch Mordred is. Don't use skulls. I mean, look. What I do in my free time is not the subject of today's stream. Actually, I guess it kind of is because I'm playing Might and Magic, so that's literally what I do in my free time. Not so much anymore, though. I don't actually play that much of these kinds of games. We need to talk to you so that we can not have to come back here later. Is the prince present? No, I don't have the prince in my party. I haven't dealt with the prince yet because the whole prince thing is a side quest that I like to just pick up the prince, make him disappear, and then just like do it all at once. When I just portal to wherever the thing is. Okay. Not that. No.
Who goes there?
Oh.
Osric Temper, Lord of the West and foremost knight of the realm.
I think he might not be there until you get the quest. I'm not sure. Okay, we need to beat the Warlord up. Alright, we got A levels worth of experience off of that. These are all level 1, right? Yes, these are not scaled. So, we need to go to Mordred. Now, here's the question. I don't remember where Mordred is. It's one of these dungeons. I think this is the Dragoon dungeon. I think it's this one. Wait. Is it in the Dragoon dungeon? Wait, Mordred is in the Dragoon dungeon. For some reason, I always think that Mordred is in the Tomb of Ethric the Mad,
This doesn't look too dangerous.
and it's not. And it never has been. And I've always thought that for no... Is it? Alright, we're preservationing ourselves. No. This is the Dragoon Stronghold. So I'm not the only one. I'm not, are you... Wait. Do you have instant KO? Is that what's happening? You need to tell me if you're an instant KO person. You gotta tell me if you're a cop. Holy shit, they are hitting so hard. Oh god. I am in trouble. I might just flat out die here. I'm going to. Maybe not. I believe in you. I shouldn't have. Let's see. This is the Dragoon's Keep. Okay.
I don't know it.
Oh, right, I forgot to make that. I forgot to identify this item.
I can't carry
It
anything.
won't fit. I don't know it. Now here's something.
The Blade of Mercy. Okay. Well, that's convenient. Life sacrifices are unfashionable these days, but back in the day. All right, let's cast Preservation first. We're going to save this. And this is going to be really tough. Whew. Not Druid's Keep. Dragoon's Keep. Because the Dragoons have, like, a bunch of stronghold. This place is gonna be so hard. What fucking level were you assholes? Okay, this is only 103. Look, I can't lose my mind. I haven't had access to it in quite a while. You are knocking people unconscious. That's the okay. I think I was getting hit with unconsciousness. Nope, it says none and unconscious now, which it wasn't before. Okay. Either way. Death and eradication. Where's my unconsciousness ring?
Jump.
Did you have a ring? I also picked up a ring that was over in somebody early's inventory.
Let's leave it behind.
Yeah, I should just keep the unconsciousness stuff on all the time. Because, there we go.
I have too much.
If I don't have immunity to that, I lose so much. I'm just making sure that I don't have it on something else, and I don't. Okay. You do. You do. Everybody else is immune to status effects. Perfect. Okay, so we're no longer going to have Korbrick falling unconscious instantaneously on hit, and we're still getting hit really hard. Oh, shit, we've got 4 of them now. Multiple masters. Not optimal. I was not expecting to run into this much trouble this quickly. Yeah, we did. Let's see. We got a little bit of damage. Yeah, they do have decent physical resist. I could do spear for this. Whew, boy. Let's see. So that gives a little bit of bonus power over the thing that I have equipped. I think... What spear would we use? Is this the one? Okay, let's use this one. No, it's not time to level up yet. We're not in that dangerous a situation. It's not even time to switch to a different dungeon quite yet. That was like 5, I think, of the highest tier variants of those enemies, and I don't have any space to kite. So breaking this place open is just going to require a little bit more care and attention. There is the issue that this place is fairly dense. It's going to be hard to get to a point where I can save. I did not swap my thing on. Whoops. So we're now going to run into an issue where Korgur's going to go down if...
It won't hurt us.
Oh, interesting. Melee only damage. Oh, that's...
Help!
not what I was looking for. Okay. But yeah, we'll give this a few more attempts, and then we'll move on to another dungeon to check. Let's see here. Check. Yes, I need the unconsciousness ring, which I don't think. Yes, I did not equip it. I don't remember where it was. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Damage after reduction. Damage after reduction on which thing? If I hold Alt, it gives me a... Let's see. That's for the weakest variant. Okay, so we cleared a pack. You better not give me, like, no enemies in this whole damn room. You know, I said that, and maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I think it's fine. I think this corner is going to work fine for us to only have to deal with one at a time, basically.
Can someone heal me?
I'm not hitting him. I don't even know where the master was that I was hitting. Alright. Okay, we've got way more than I should have pulled. As is fairly typical for me. But yeah, I think that because of the way that the AI in 8 tends to clump up in weird ways, it's fairly easy to get like a limited number of melee attackers in some of these doorways in 6.
Heal me!
In ways that I feel like I shouldn't be able to secure. Like, I feel like these should just walk toward me, but they're not.
I'm not dead yet.
It's weirdly like, it's almost like the melees get stuck in doorways in a similar way to the way that ranged would get stuck in doorways in 6. And, I mean, sure, some of them can hit you when they're doing that. But they can't all hit you. So, we've now pulled this. You know what I could have done? I probably could have used these. Can I use this table? No. Well, maybe. If I stand here, that one can hit me from there, but can an infinite number of them hit me from there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if an infinite number of them can reach me there. So we're going to clear the right side first, because I think the right side is further away from I should. I think the right side is further away from the enemies that I won't have immediate access to, so I should be able to clear out a save point over here without too much difficulty. Yeah, we got... I think we've got this. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than the stuff outside. Just, you know, a tiny bit more. I don't know that these are necessarily the strongest enemies in here. So the Masters of the Sword might not be the most powerful enemies in the dungeon, but we should be fine. I just need to get my head back into the appropriate headspace, because I can't treat the dungeon like I can just walk all over it the way that I can with the things outside. Because, like, the fire archers killed me a couple of times, but that was with me not doing really anything to manage them the way that I would normally manage enemies. I'm going to just sit here until this looks particularly dangerous. It's starting to look more and more dangerous over time. We're going to get pulled back. Okay, we killed one. Got the para. Or this stuff looks like just a stun. We're going to go to this corner. It looks like we've got basically all of them hitting us, so this is not great. Taking a step back seems to have fixed that problem. Okay, Master's down and done. Yeah, we also haven't seen a boss yet. But that's okay. We have a lot of shenanigans that we can pull in this place. Now that I've gotten this far in, I'm actually not that concerned. That's a good question. Did you all read that text? Okay, I need to find... No, I can't do it here. Oh, shit. I was hoping that I would get something other than a fucking Thorns this fast, but that's okay. Okay, that one just rotated right in, which is indicative to me that I should switch my positioning. Okay, so I need to use a doorway where they can't hurt me. We've established proof of concept on these doors for that. I just need to be standing at the appropriate location. Okay, are you going to come in now? Nope. Praise Keck indeed. Let's see. Okay, it's now in the correct spot. Which HP do you have? Oops, wrong target. I still have preservation for several hours. I'm gonna wait a second. See, if this was a leecher, I could not do this. I do think that I probably want to mostly just get this job done with Severia. Though Korgrick is hitting pretty hard too with the Thinger effect. Yeah, I'll do the two of them. Because Korgrick regens fast, and not that that actually matters. The advantage that she has is actually the fact that she has so much lifesteal. You know, maybe I should... No, I'm not gonna make this swap. How are we doing? We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, that's a concern. Who's hitting me? Is that you? Or did somebody else walk in? No, I think somebody else moved you. Shit. Okay, we need to basically just do that. We're going to rotate out. It's now in a different location. It's not in the same spot. So, we're going to do something a bit shady, and we're going to take a drink. I'm just going to, hydration is important. And we're going to hopefully be able to stand in a position, and we are, where it can't hurt us, and then we can beat it down. Hydration is fundamental. And I believe that this was pretty low just now, so it should be going down pretty soon, I think. You can tell that it's low because I'm critting with Korbrick for very little. There we go. We got the thorn down. See? Easy. No problem. Darkness bow. Let's go. And let's recast preservation. And move on. Mission successful. Oh, that's a master. I'm just going to do a melee kite. Not a very effective one, but I'm going to do a little bit of a melee kite. We're going to do the lazy melee kite that we've been doing this whole time. It's just like there to mitigate damage as opposed to like stop it entirely. There we go. So, cleared that. So we've cleared this room, right? Yes. We've cleared that room. We have this room left.
It won't hurt.
I think my weapons are... Oh, did I paralyze this at the start of the fight or something? I guess I didn't actually harden everything. Which I should have. That's fine, though. Oh, also, I should be upgrading some of my gear as well. Once I can save, I'm going to use some cubes on my... my stuff that isn't getting upgraded again, like that isn't being replaced. Or that is unlikely to get replaced at any rate. Look, this looks red. Ooh, we got 3 masters in this pack. So we're going to pull them all the way back to this corner, which is going to work consistently enough that we can get this done. Okay.
Help! Help!
Whew. Nailed it. We're going to have no problems from here on out. Everything's going to be very easy and good. And we're never going to have to level up again. This is my campaign promise to you, my viewers. Let's see. Does this not have a door? Did I open this door?
Can someone...
Okay. Nailed it. Okay, we need to clear this one. For sure. I have 2 Master Swordsmen on me. I don't like to have 2 of them on me at the same time. I do not want to get double teamed by Master Swordsmen. Nailed it. Okay. So we've cleared part of this room. We have not cleared all of this room, so I shouldn't stick my head all the way into the room and just go whole? I have to tell myself these things out loud, otherwise I'm going to do them. Alright, we have in fact cleared that whole room. Let's see, I don't think this will work. We're not quite there yet, because I think there might also be some enemies over here that are going to block me from that corner, so I think I might need to clear basically this entire section to get a save point, but the other alternative would have been no, because this is very close to the entrance. Like, the entrance is right here, so the enemies here are also going to be in my way. We're getting out of here. This is too dangerous. We're going to take 2 minutes. Alright. Okay, done. Done. Horrific. So. Okay, we did in fact pull that whole room. Okay. Got a master, 2 masters? Yep. Okay, we pulled 2 enemies and both of them are masters.
Come on, then.
Okay, whew. Okay, so we're gonna check this corner in, so I'll just use this room to check. Can't save on top of this bed. I'm going to open this and immediately run away because I think I'm pulling a billion enemies here. But hopefully if they got enough stuck at the entrance there, they will be... I'll basically be too far away from them for them to actually approach me right now. And then We can kill these. Ooh, I didn't do the door properly. We're gonna have to go to the other door where they won't be too far away from this door. I'm too far away from the door. Shit. Ooh, boy, that was close. If the master had gotten through there, that would have been a bad thing. So now those are going to be split throughout a billion rooms.
I require assistance.
Oh man. You know, it brings back memories coming back to this corner. Just the super lazy, just like whoop, whoop. They're true masters of the sword. It's two masters, can't stand in melee with that. Ooh, boy, that is some rough business. Yes, this would be moving, which is even worse.
He's toast.
Let's see. Okay, we got another Master Swordsman down there. I think that might be... the underhanded stabbing swipe. Exactly. It takes a master to be able to use a sword in that style and have it work, right? If anyone but a master tries to do it, it will be very ineffectual. There we go. That's concerned. I hope you aren't a master. Guess I should probably check, huh? Yeah, the other thing I should do is be better. There's two of them here, not one. There's two of you. I didn't notice it first. That's spooky. Whew. Okay, that was fine. I feel like I could have taken this whole pack at once. Two arms tied behind my back. Interesting. I didn't realize that was all of them. I thought there were more in that room than that. Cool. Alright, let's go check if we can save anywhere in this place now. Don't remember... You know, I feel like I might be missing something in the layout. It's a concern. If I can't get a save point anywhere over here, I might be in trouble. Okay. Somebody came in, right? Yes. We're gonna take out the lieutenant. Where are you? I'm concerned about having 3 enemies on us, but I don't think any of them are top tier. I think they're all low. This is mid tier and these are bottom tier. Did I not go in all the rooms? I'll check those. So this is 117. Actually, these lieutenants are higher than the thing. That means that captain is going to be fucking terrifying. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. So we just have a master swordsman on our ass. We have a captain immediately after that. We got the stun. Yeah, stun. No para. No para, just stun. That is a para. Can I try to burn you down?
Take it.
Okay, captain's down. We have been in this room. We have been in this room several times. We have been in this room. We have been in this room. Yeah, these guards are tankier than I expected for like the lowest tier, but they're 111. For the lowest tier guards, they're 111. That's actually really high. So that's concerning. I thought guards were weaker than the swordsmen. If guards are higher level enemies than the swordsmen are, because there's like a whole other enemy category that's like basically just a higher level version of a guard, right? So interesting. Yeah, I must not have gone into either this room or this room. There's no other explanation, right? Yep, there's... I didn't go in... I saw everything, but I didn't actually get in here. Like, this person's just hiding in a corner. Okay, we've got
Great.
an ancient battle hammer of the dragon, which is anciently bad. We are in the green. Let's save. We've got this. No problem. We can loot the place. Did we hit this switch? We sure didn't. That's empty. That actually has something in it. That is weak. And that is not useful. Okay. So, we're just going to loot all of the stuff around here, which there should be some of these that are lootable, right? Empty. Got a lot of empty stuff. Love it. Love to see it. I love that for me. Thanks. We're making progress through here. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. Okay, and I was right. Up here, we're never gonna get out of yellow. So, clearing to the bottom was the correct decision. Forgetting to walk into a room was not the correct decision, but it's all good. We're going to recast preservation. How do we feel about our 3 hours of haste? I feel like we should replace that with more hours of haste. Alright. So I'm going to try to clear this pack. I'm going to still try to play safe. I'm not going to, like, get really crazy. Oh, and then I'm going to... Ooh. I'm going to just play badly insteed of playing crazy. Those are my two play styles. Bad and crazy. Sometimes I mix both, but okay. Cleared that. Burn through you.
Victory is ours.
I feel like a Thorns boss counts as at least 14 bosses.
Victory is ours.
Okay, so we're clearing this group. Should I do it this way? No, I shouldn't. Did I do it this way? I sure did. That's another thorn? Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I feel like there might be too many bosses in this dungeon. It feels a little overtuned. We've had 28 so far. And I can't move from this spot, but this thing is blocked. I'm gonna
Could be worse.
die, probably. So I need to reset, but that means that I've lost access to that as a safe spot. Okay, we have one Master Swordsman here that I can hit, with two here that I can hit. The more enemies that I kill before I have to deal with the thorns, the better. Okay, that's done. Okay, going back in the corner. Whew. Okay, so we can burn down this Master Swordsman. There's actually two. Great. So this is two more Master Swordsmen that we're dealing with. Excellent. This isn't thorns. I'm not tracking the minimap when I'm running away. So, I mean, sometimes I am, but I'm usually not. So, I don't actually see where they go. It's entirely possible that the Thorns enemy actually... It looks like it rotated out of the room. Interesting. So, we rotated a shit ton of enemies into a killable position. You know, we might. We might. How many bosses do we think a Leecher counts as? I feel like a Leecher probably counts as some fairly large number, 25. Was the first venomous enemy I ran into one of the Gogs? No, right? It was. I had seen the affix earlier, right? Oh, a quarter of a boss. I did not read it clearly. You know what? You're right. Yeah, you know, leechers. You know, they've got nothing of their own. That's why they're leeching off of, you know, others. So yeah, that checks out. They're not too hot. We are in fact going to go save, but not here apparently. We're going to go save somewhere else. I might as well just rotate down. I think ooh. We have to go pretty far away. Whew. Is that negative I? I was like, isn't that like one? I'm like, no, it's not. It's not remotely that. I guess, you know, I'm like trying to simplify negative I, and I'm like, you can't simplify negative I. It has I in it. It's, I mean, you could rephrase it as negative 1 times I, but that's.
I think we can take it.
Let's see.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to, like, one of my professors in college who gave me the very succinct explanation of what I was, because like they during the curriculum they don't really tell you what it is. Like, you use I, but they don't tell you what it is. And so, like, until I was, I don't know, I was, you know, close to 20 before I found out what I actually was. Because I is just the square root of negative 1, right? And it's called I because you can't you can't take the square root of a negative number. That doesn't work. But because of like complicated shenanigans, sometimes it just has to work. Like, that's the answer. The answer is a fake thing, so you call it an imaginary number. Anyway, it's like, you can't do that. It's like, well, you know, you can't do that, but also we just did. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, all imaginary numbers are just multiples of I, right? It's just I times a thing. So it's, but yeah, it's just such a bizarre concept. But the thing is that I still don't understand, like, why you would need to do
No problem.
math with them, or how you would, like, get to I, right? Still don't really know that. But before that, I felt like I had, like, no fucking idea, like, what they're even, like, doing with this. Like, why are you... So what the hell is an I? Oh, it's, you know, the base of every imaginary number. Okay, well, what the hell does that mean? It's like, okay, well, it's the square root of negative 1. It's like, oh, okay, I can accept that. That sounds way less like imaginary bullshit than... Let's see.
Let's take it.
This is our second thorn. I don't know when you went away. If you went away during our second thorns, then this is the same one.
There's some danger.
You know, we could do that.
That's no.
If I actually edited my YouTube videos, like the YouTube VODs, then it would actually not be terribly difficult to do, but I don't. So it would be a pain in the ass, because it would mean going through the entire VOD just to, like, make a Thorns compilation, which probably isn't that bad. Like, I don't know how much work that would take to do, but presumably it wouldn't be that crazy, right? To do? I don't know. Editing video takes a bajillion years for me to do it, because it would be a very thorny job. I think you'd only count the ones that, well, okay, reloaded thorns that were interesting, maybe you count, right? Like, if, like, the thorns, like, ended a several minute attempt because I ran into a thorns enemy and died, or something like that, like, maybe. But not the ones where I just, like, immediately reload and, you know, they're just kind of dull. Those ones I don't think would count for the compilation. Though, I mean, you could do it. It would depend on what kind of compilation you're trying to do. I guess it would make a degree of sense. Maybe it would be two different compilations. So you have the thorn counter for the actual run, and then you have the how many times the run has been ended by running into running into a thorns enemy. And then you could compare and contrast which of these numbers is larger. Have I killed or been killed by more thorns creatures? Okay, we're gonna burn this one down first. Not necessarily a great idea. Oh, we got a captain here. Ooh! Nope, it's doing big hits. I don't like it. Stop hitting me. I'd love for you to not be hitting me right now, but that's okay. I know that isn't how you prefer to spend your morning. You prefer to spend your morning making me die. That's okay, and I respect you, and you are valid. But also, I would prefer for you to be the one dead. Sleep well, Celestial. It's an attitude thing, you know? It is also very appropriate because, like, the trolls very much seem very, like, working class, and vampires are fucking vampires, right? Like, they're 100% bourgeois. So, like, the idea of, like, you know, oh, the vampire's, like, you know, a little bit injured, and then the troll's just, like, unconscious, I'm fine. It's fine. I'll wake back up in a second.
Require assistance.
I'm not dead yet.
I'll check after this fight. Hey, speaking of 3 AM weakness, we're gonna finish this fight. Speaking of 3 AM weakness, that actually happened faster than I anticipated. Because we had kind of just traveled. Alright, we've only had one bout of weakness. So to... I think I just recast haste, so I think that was 3 of them. Yeah, I have 14 hours on haste. I was like, hasted better not have worn off. Holy shit. I should just keep pumping my light magic skill just so I'd never have to recast haste. I should put exactly enough points into light magic that haste wears off at exactly 3 o'clock. And just edit the value every single time. You know, maybe we should save. Maybe, in theory, saving would be a good idea. The Wasps would be a fun compilation. That is true. Just like the whole saga of the Wasps. Though the other thing is that, like, again with the Wasps, like, I feel like you want the context that hits not just when you're in the Wasp dungeon, but like me talking about going back to the Wasps and like what I'm going to do with the Wasps and this, that, and the other thing.
I'm not dead yet.
There's something.
Oh right, I should have cast Immolation too. Okay.
Useless.
Useless. Don't like that one bit. Don't like being hit by multiple of them, with one of them being a captain. Don't like them coming out. Sorry, I'm just being so negative with all these things that I don't like. What do I like? That's a good question. I like Korgrick. I like Korgrick a lot. I do like Wasps. I actually don't like Wasps. But I like corner. You know, I will say I don't like having to use the corners.
Toast.
Just to continue the trend. I prefer to, you know, come up with a solution that's less extreme than using the corners. So I don't like having to resort to the corners. I do like the corners, though. That is true. I do like the corners. I do like the fact that I have the option. I don't like saving. No, that's something that I'm not a fan of, actually. Because I'm. Oh shit! That was highlighted. Okay, well, fuck. I like having the option to choose the corners, but I prefer melee kiting and other similar techniques that are more interesting to do to actually using them. So the corners allow me to do things that I otherwise just wouldn't be able to approach doing, which is great, right? Like having I'm going down here to corner to save. Okay, look. I'm following your highlighted message just slowly. Alright, we got there. And so yeah, so I like lots of things. I like finding interesting new ways to break. Oh, hello. I was wondering why I was like, did something move?
He's toast. He's toast.
You know, it might be. I don't know. I don't feel like we have any evidence of this. I don't feel like we have any evidence that 20 levels would be useful to face tanking enemies. I feel like what do we have now? Besides, we only have 17 levels stockpiled. So like it's not like we even have 20 levels available to us, you know? And I mean, if 20 levels only might be helpful, is 17 levels even possibly helpful? That's just logic. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy, I see you. Oh, right, I was planning on doing item upgrades once I had thing. Oh shit, I ran into the wall. Alright, I seem to be in melee range with some assortment of them who now can hit me while I can't hit them back. Ooh, and I shouldn't have moved there, but that's okay. It's fine. The one that got released before I moved, and then I moved after it was released, which is a bad idea. You want to stay still because now one of them has loosed itself out to you, and then I moved, which could have actually aggroed, like it could have basically pulled the whole fucking lot out at me. So something that was good could have ended up becoming bad. Okay, guards won't respawn. How are we doing on preservation? 3 hours. We're gonna have to recast it after this. A lot of damage coming in. Yep, we're getting there. Luckily, we don't have to leave. It was very crazy. God, which dungeon was it? There was some dungeon that I was really struggling with where the dungeon was so densely packed that I couldn't save until after I had gotten that message. I think that's actually happened a couple times in this run, now that I think about it. Because I think there was the one time that I actually took it, and I think it's happened once and maybe twice since then, and I didn't actually leave for it. Let's see. No, Corligan's estate, we only had to clear up to the skeletons. Was it Dragoon Caverns? I'd be surprised. I thought we got that fairly early, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, Corligan's estate was very cool. We had a leap of faith that was very clutch. Oh, did it happen in Garrick's Forge? No way, right? Was there nowhere to save in there? Yeah, we already did Garrick's. We finished Garrick's. We did that immediately after Mist.
Useless.
Hey, we in the green. We can save. Yep, we finished up Garrick's. Now we are... In terms of things to catch up on, we just need to do the Iron Fist dungeon. That's interesting. How do I open it? It's very interesting. I don't remember. That. Oh, fuck. We're just gonna run away. I think I'm going to run straight away to here. But yeah, it is also very funny because this is like one of the dungeons that I most remember like the corner plays with, because the corner plays are fairly difficult to manage with in vanilla, and I remember this dungeon being one of the ones that I had to use corners a lot when I was worse at the game. Melee kiting was something that I've always done a little bit of, but when I first started making YouTube videos, because I wasn't even streaming. I was just doing like long YouTube videos at first. And when I was doing that for those early runs, I was so bad. I was just so bad. But like, I managed to make things work. But like, again, if I hadn't gotten that fancy hat, I never would have made it work. But like, I had to use corners for like everything. I had to use corners all over the place. I had no shot of doing things. There was very little melee kiting done just because it was fairly inconsistent. Everyone was diseased and poisoned like 4 times throughout the entire game because everybody got diseased and poisoned by multiple things in the first zone. Oh man. Yep. I should go back and watch some of that initial run sometime, just because of how, like, unpleasant. Maybe... Oh, that was a bad idea. Wait, stop. I think we have... Nope, one of them's a master, so we don't have a reason. I think we're hitting the master, so I think we're okay right now. Oh, that's not great. I also think that these have the weird thing. Yeah, I was diseased all the way to this shrine. Was I diseased all the way to the Shrine of the Gods? Or was I just poisoned all the way to the Shrine of the Gods? When did I figure out that I could use barrels to reset the disease duration? Or not barrels, fountains. Was that on the first run, or was that on a different one? I think that was on a later run. That was probably much later. Yeah, just sitting on... Did someone end up getting cursed throughout the entire run, too, because it was hidden behind the disease? I'm trying to think of, like, all the things that went wrong on that run. Like, I think someone might have gotten cursed and I didn't notice it for too long by, like, the harpies or something, because it was just buried under a disease. And, I think someone ended up being cursed permanently. Until Shrine of the Gods, obviously. Oh, wait! No! What is this dungeon? What is this dungeon? What is happening? Did we? No, we fought a swapper earlier, but not in this dungeon, right? Yeah, I think we've only seen thorns in this dungeon, right? Holy shit! Oops, that's the wrong button. Yeah, we had a swapper mage, we had a venomous mage, and a bunch of other stuff, but like, holy shit, this dungeon is... Oh, actually, you know what I should do? I should actually hit a few times with Ash, even though we're not doing a lot of damage, because it will... Oh, we only have 2 hours on regen. Because we need to purge the physical resist. Concern we can't hit it now. Though, to be fair, like, how many times do you see, like, how many bosses are we seeing? So having a string of 3 in a row at some point during the run, substantially higher odds, but Very funny. Very, very funny.
It won't.
Okay. Oh, hey, buddy.
Easy prey.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay.
Now.
Luckily, I didn't burn all my resources attacking just now, so I had enough to put into the ad. And also, luckily, it wasn't like a dangerous ad, it was something weak.
It's fixed.
You know... Luckily, we know that it's pretty low, because we're not hitting that hard on Korvik anymore. So... I can't actually tell because I can't right-click it. And I don't really want to right-click it right now, because that would involve moving. Seems to have rotated a little bit out of range. I think I can see
There's
it's...
some danger.
Okay. It has 6 physical resists. So I should hit it twice more.
I think we can take it.
We got it.
Ooh.
Just watch as we get killed by
can take it.
this random expert swordsman. That'd be so sad.
It is defeated.
It is defeated. That wasn't defeated. These are defeated. We'll be here all week, folks. Be here all week. I won't be here all week. It's the 27th. What day am I leaving? Shit, am I leaving on Friday? I think I might be leaving on Friday. But I think I'm leaving in the middle of the night, so I think that I can probably still stream the day that I'm leaving. So this door won't budge. We're going to go ahead and use a quick little cheeky telekinesis. It's too many for me to be fucking around with like this. Okay. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot, again, to upgrade my weapons and stuff. Because I am talented like that. How dare you? Who is it? One lieutenant and a guard. Okay, you're done. Whew. There we go. We're gonna save the game. And now I'm going to look at this and say, you're level 104. I'm level 122. So let's use a crafting cube on you. And you're now level 113. So we can't upgrade that anymore without some risk. This is level 93 if I recall correctly. It's now level 108. Save this before I do it one more time, just in case I fuck this up. Don't think it's going to get that much. It's to 117. Perfect. So that's done. I'm only going to do that to the things that I'm never going to be swapping out. You know, I could do that with you. I could do that. Can they? I think it sometimes gives me more than 10 though, right? From 44.50 to 46.43. Let's see.
My pack's full.
Exactly 122. So 47.73. It's about a 10% overall. Let's see. What are we looking at? Okay, we're at 130. We're still looking just at 139. So we haven't really gotten a ton of EXP here, which is too bad. I already opened you. Okay. So here's the question. Do we level up when we can... The XP change is definitely significant for me here, yeah. Whoa! Okay. You aren't a Thorns. I'm confused. So we can add one boss to the tally of how many bosses we have in here. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I went the wrong direction. Ooh. I was like... I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Okay, fine. Everything about this is fine. Oh shit, you're still in range? Oh shit. We need to get out of here. Ooh, concerning. That is a big concern. Well, luckily, adamantites have a lot of HP to burn through.
What shall I do?
I'm gonna die. No shot, no shot, no shot, no shot, no shot, no shot. Oh shit, I came right in! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh man. I fucked up. I fucked up so many doors. I fucked up so many doors. Alright, that's fine. Who's this? Okay, these are the guards from before. So yeah, we just need to clear these guards. I shouldn't have died there. Playing badly. Even after everybody had got all my healers had gone down, I should have had that fine. Because the adamantite will take long enough to kill that I feel comfortable just being like, okay, well I'll just beat on the adamantite in a corner somewhere while they come back up. Because 3k is a lot, but it's not that crazy with regen. Okay, this one is paralyzed.
That's not
Ah, useful.
Let's see. Whew. Yeah, I'm probably not going to start leveling that fast again until I get to 7 would be my guess. Oh, that was silly of me. Luckily, we just have the Master Adamantite on me for right now. And luckily, Cordric is a bit of a hard counter for these, where their mitigation will only really start to fully cut off my damage as they get low on HP. Was that a 10 damage hit? It has no physical resist. I'm actually just going to stay here for now. It is one-shotting people, so that's suboptimal, obviously. But we did get to an appropriate position here. 4 damage. Oh, shit. Why is Ash hitting for 3 sometimes? That's unusual. Does this have a linear component to the damage reduction?
We got it.
Okay, that one's toast.
Now here's something.
Yeah. So, I don't know, does the EXP formula affect non-monsters? Like, does it affect quests and dungeon completion and stuff like that? Yeah, so my guess is that the bulk of my EXP gain is probably going to be from doing quests and dungeons for right now. That does give you kind of an interesting optimization where, weirdly, you would probably want to get all of your monster EXP first and not turn in any quests until after the thinger. Yeah, the scaling just gets... Because I feel like the... what should we call it? That's weak. That's not curse. I had something in my head and I don't remember what it was. Let's see. Right, damage percentage. I was going to look at that. So damage percentage right now is about 40% coming in from Severia, and everyone else is pretty similar. Ash is doing a little bit more than everybody else, but not by that much. So that is the current scope of things. I need to, what I'd like to do is get, I'd like to get some beefier damage into, in particular, Ashcore. Though Ashcore does have the... didn't I just recast that? I just recast Preservation. But we'll cast it anyway. This is already down, interestingly enough. So are all those the same? That's the switch. Should I just trigger this? I'm a little concerned about triggering that. I'm going to go over here first. And... oh, we made some friends. We made them spawn when we hit that switch. I'm going to save the game before I hit that other switch. I'm also going to check if that other switch that we just hit in the thing opened this. Oh, I just had to... I apparently missed it?
Let's leave it behind.
Odd. Okay. Okay. Unusual. Yeah, they're doing pretty good considering the amount of time that they're spending doing heals. Particularly for big fights, they're spending a lot of time healing. Yeah, Ash's DPS right now is not very high with the spear setup, because I don't have like a very good spear. Yeah, the whole team's doing extra damage because... I don't have a very good spear. So Ash is contributing damage that isn't visible because of the fact that it's all... every time you reduce the thing's physical resistance, you are buffing the entire team's damage because everybody does mostly pure physical damage. And... I thought that this was a scarier pull, actually. Does it get scarier as I go out, maybe? Are there more over here? Huh. Oh, shit. That is just fully open. Well, that's fine. We pulled 3. They're not even strong ones. But yeah, we don't have a very strong weapon on Ash right now. We are basically like sitting on that, waiting for something that I want to like use permanently. Once we get a permanent weapon for Ash, Ash's DPS is going to go up a lot. But we also need 2 of them, right? So Ash might eventually catch up to Severia. We'll have to see. But it's actually pretty impressive that Ash is keeping up in DPS as well as he is, considering how reliant he is on his equipment and the fact that he doesn't really have... he doesn't really have anything particularly good, whereas everybody else is starting to accumulate some really crazy shit. That's the next 3 o'clock, I hope. It's not. It's haste. I forgot to cast haste. Whoopsies. It's now 5 p.m. So we're going to hit one more 3 o'clock before we can train. And I believe the next 3 o'clock does not come with risk of death. So we should be fine in that regard. And let's see here. Should be golden. Let's clear you. Got the crafting item. Alright.
I'm wounded.
Everything's fine. Except for the part where I have like 4 enemies on me, one of which is a master that's been missing me, but will nonetheless eventually start murdering the hell out of me.
We got it.
Okay, that one's toast. So we're looking to.
Useless.
You say that, but that is a ring, and rings with plus 26 resists are not that terrible, but. I could be wrong. Dungeon complete, so that's 123,000 EXP. Let's take a look at what that did for us. That gave us enough for the next level, so everybody's eligible for 140. So we now have 18 levels of EXP. Okay. My nose is so itchy. It's not really my nose. It's the God, what is that strip of flesh called? It's not actually the lip, but it's whatever. My upper lip. I feel like I knew the word for this. Oh, Mordred's right here. Interesting.
Don't have too much.
For some reason, I thought that Mordred was in like a secret chest or something. Okay, but am I thinking of like a different game entirely? No, I think I'm thinking of the Ogre Stronghold. I'm like hybridizing this dungeon and the Ogre Stronghold. All right, so that's this dungeon cleared. Mission successful. We can pop out of the Dragoon's Keep. And what time is it actually? It's 7:13, so it's too late to train. And I need to figure out what dungeon makes the most sense. Next. Because I want to do a dungeon that's not going to take too long. And I guess that might be the tomb. Yes, Icewind Keep is what I'm thinking of. With the ogres. Temple of the Moon is probably going to be... I'm not doing... that opening area of Temple of the Moon, I'm not doing that until I train. Or at least have the option to. It's tempting to go in there and just die horribly. Okay, we're going to do that. Let's go get ourselves killed in a horrific manner. Day of the Gods has 1 billion years left. All of my resistances have 1 billion years left. Okay, we're fine. Regen, 2 days. Let's see. Oh, right, we do also have the sewer. I forgot about the sewer. But yeah, we're going to go into the druid place and immediately just die. That's going to be funny. We're going to do it. I'm not even going to save because we don't need to. Alright. Look at all those fucking snakes. That's a Thorn Queen Cobra! Yeah, this isn't going as bad as it could. Honestly. Could have gone worse. That's actually good proof of concept. By the time that we, whatchamacallit, by the time that we level up 20 times or however many levels we're going to have, I think that that's going to be mostly reasonable, actually.
This doesn't look too dangerous.
I think that'll be okay. So we're going to pop up here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. There was a venomous skeleton there. You're not venomed, are you? No. Oh, holy shit, they're so low. Oh, they're so low. So we're just gonna start spamming this. Oh god, I didn't realize the poison was still in effect. Ooh. Okay, we're fine. So we're gonna remove curse. And do it again. That is a concern. I really kind of boned myself here, huh? Let's use this elevator. Can we feed them onto the elevator, like a couple at a time, maybe? We sure can. We sure can. Alright. Okay, we're gonna try to get one of them to... Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Who dis? Got another Skeleton Lord. So this is one more Skeleton Lord that we won't have to deal with the other thing. What level are you? 115. Nothing too crazy. And you know what? We will just go up. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen, right? Don't you just love when enemies miss you 16 times in a row? I feel like it's a pretty delightful thing when that happens. The sheer number of misses that that poor thing had there, really wild. I feel like Venomous counts as one boss. Venomous isn't too bad unless the enemy is also a multi-hit. Like, if it hits multiple people with its attacks, then it's really bad, right? But, like, if it's... Oh, shit. Oh, shit, who's on me? Hey, how's it going? Whew.
Useless.
If it's not... If it's not a multi-hit enemy, it's just strong. It's not like a, a whole new classification of boss, like the thingers are. Oh shit! I forgot that I left that up. Ooh, mistakes were made. I might die here. Antidote on you. Okay, antidote on you. Now, you're weak. You're not, you're cursed. Look, I can tell the difference between portraits. Is there a difference between the two portraits in this one? Okay, so now we have a slight issue. And that slight issue is that I've actually lifted all these already. And I don't feel like using Thinger to my advantage. Oh, I can just click on this to bring it down? Interesting. Okay, we go crit. Because I can just kite these a bit, right? Like I can reduce the total number of attacks that are going out fairly considerably. Oh, I might have just killed myself. Oh, I think I did just kill myself because I don't have... Oh, what? How did that... Oh god, I don't know how I did that, but... Okay. Ash, I believe in you! It's so close to dead! Ah, no, I got that. It was like a sliver of HP. Oh, man. Okay, you know, the fact that I hadn't saved is in fact something that should have occurred to me. So we have 19... Yeah. I should have played better. After such an extended like fight, I should have been more I should have been playing more safe. One thing that I had actually forgotten about Venomous is that if you run into a Venomous enemy that's strong enough to one-shot your characters, it actually only takes 2 hits for it to permanently incapacitate the healers. Because it just hits one and then it hits the next one. And if it hits the next one before I've cured the poison on the first one, then they're both going to be at like negative 10,000 or something. Which, you know, that's basically like GG right there. I'm not going to go through it like an entire dungeon without my healers, waiting for them to come back. Okay, let's...
Who wants some?
So I'm going to try to get enough of this area cleared. Oh, fuck. Why am I like this? Okay, so... Oh, that's bad. These are able to actually fully just get in here. Oh, we're in trouble. Okay. Oof. Okay, sleep well, live forever and ever. God, why am I like this? I could have just jumped down. I could have just jumped down, y'all. I'm like, oh, I'll go over here and, you know, try to, like, siphon them off or whatever. And they're like, wait, there's a whole-ass tunnel in front of me that's gonna, like, they're just gonna blockade off. This is not a good plan. Okay. Sorry about that. We should have cleared that on that attempt. capture now. Yeah, the other thing that I'm going to need to do, I think I'm going to want to, you know, actually it's tempting to do some of this right now. The problem is that I can't, like, go through my inventory and clean it up that much because it's not morning yet. It's tempting to do it now because I only have an hour. Ooh, that also has unconsciousness immunity, which is a nice effect at least. Alright, let's... I'm going to try to get myself to the point where I can save. And I want to optimize Korgrik's gear a bit. Not Korgrik. Well, actually, I do want to optimize Korgrik's gear as well, though. Oh shit, where am I? I forgot the layout of the place that I was in. That's concerning. We need to cast Cure. Curse. Alright, we're just going to activate this. We're going to pull someone down. We are not going to pull anyone down because I didn't actually put anyone on the elevator first. So once we've cleared out, I think once we've cleared out this left side here, we should be golden. It looks like I've moved basically all of them onto here, which is not really optimal. No, we only got a couple. So once we get our 20 levels or so, we can get some more points in regen. But I think we're just going to do one more point in regen. And then we can get... I'm
wounded.
Whew. Alright, so mistakes were made. I probably should have handled that better, but that's fine. So, heal you. Okay, we've cleared some portion of that second room. We're going to clear some more of that room, get that done. And then once we've cleared a little bit more of these, we can keep going forward. I don't think any enemies spawn
Can someone heal me?
in the room with the fireballs. So I feel like if we clear this left side of enemies in this room and maybe like one more room, I feel like if we get into one of these corners, we should be able to save. Ooh, that is a lot of friends. Okay. Now, we also have the option here to not just sieve them out this way and just pull them down to this bottom floor. We also have the ability to bring them down to the bottom floor and then get onto a different elevator to split them up even further. That is an option that we have, because this is a lot of enemies in one very tiny space. I'm looking for some, but not all of them to move over. Are they fully just trapped in that corner there? I'm gonna check something. This is almost certainly not gonna work. And I might die instantly if I try this. Okay, that's not gonna work. But we got some and not all here. Unfortunately, the some that we got is way too many. So we're gonna pull over here. And we don't have to open this door, so we don't have to fight the enemies over there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click on this elevator, and then we're going to jump off of it. The reason that we're clicking on it is not because we wanted to go down with it. The reason is because we wanted to go up with it. So I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, I think I'm just going to jump back over there. It looks like they're surrounding both of them. I'm not bringing that one down this time. I'm leaving that one up because I want it also as a blockade. So I'm gonna just jump over here. We're gonna go over here. I'm just gonna pop up here. Oh shit! That's terrible timing. I'm not looking up. This is a problem. Oh shit! Wait, what? Protection from magic wore off. No, it didn't. My protection from magic did not wear off. What is happening? What is killing them? They have... You have HP. This is... I don't have preservation. Oh, did I cast shared life or something after? I must have... Well, that's not the right button. I must have cast shared life after. Yeah, I think I just didn't have preservation active anymore. I'm just a dope. Oh my god. The thing that had me thrown off was the fact that I had 2,000 HP, but I must have cast shared life after. Let's see. Let's see here. I feel like... I think I'm going to do the sewer. Mostly just because I only have about an hour left, and I'm not positive that I'm going to be able to get through this within an hour of real time. And I don't want to stop the dungeon midway. This other dungeon is a bigger dungeon, but it's also a much easier dungeon. So I'm just going to pop in there for right now, and then we'll go back to the other dungeon tomorrow. We can make the decision tomorrow of whether we want to level up before or after we clear it. We're definitely going to want to finish. We want to level up before we. No, actually, we don't have to make that decision at all. Now that I think about it, because we have to level up after this because it's going to be. We're going to be at the point where we will die, potentially, at 3 o'clock. And that's fine to have to reload for, but it's not fine to have to reload for if we could have rested by just going to train. I don't want to do a bunch of save scumming in positions where it's not justified, and I feel like that's not a justified thing to reload for. I think that we just need to grab any one of these to get our key. What level are these? These are level 89. Okay. Okay, got this one.
No space.
Won't fit.
My pack's full.
No room.
Just get rid of some of the scrolls. I'm gonna just clear the east side first, I guess. went too far and actually aggroed another pack, but we didn't go so far that we got really sidelined by them. Sideswiped.
It might be useful.
Alright. So it shouldn't be too hard to get into the green in this dungeon. It's a fairly big dungeon. Okay, there's a bunch of blue potions there. This is one of the exits, and a chest.
That's
Okay, I think we're safe here. The ones that are over there are going to approach into the corner and then not approach any closer. So we can get these done. I just realized why it is that my nose itches. Because it always itches in the same spot. I think my nose is always itching. It's not quite the nose, but it's itching mostly just because of the that I have a mole there. Which is funny. You'd think that I would have noticed that in the 30 years that I've had that mole, that it itches sometimes. But it's not actually the mole itching, it's next to the mole, so it's probably just hair growing out of the mole or something. Maybe I should
It's worthless.
look that. Okay. Well, ah! Multiple bastards. Okay, we're gonna clear these. Probably pretty fast. Let's see. Okay, nailed it.
Useful.
Okay. I do think that at some point in the near future, I am going to want to do a weird, like, EXP maxing run where I maximize the bolster at every step of the way. And, you know, I just saved over test. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. That's fine. That's fine. It is actually fine. It's not a huge deal. I don't need a backup save for a dungeon like this. Unless there's some very big surprises waiting for me in here. I'm just playing so sloppy today. You can tell it was just the weekend, right? Like,
Let's leave it behind.
okay. That's my hammer. That's one of the hammers that I'm not using. We're just gonna pop down here. That's a boss. Is it exploding? Is that what I read for a brief second? Yes, it is. Not super dangerous. Okay, save it up. Ooh, boy.
I'm not dead. Heal me. Got him.
Okay. Sorry, I've become silent because I'm now I just have in my head the max EXP run, and like just thinking about how to do it. Like you'd want to do preferably small, like dungeons that aren't super densely populated first. I feel. Is there a way to get back to Emerald Island? I wonder. There's presumably... So basically thinking about where you would want, which game you'd want to start in. You'd want to start in one of the games where the teleporter is in the same zone as you start, which might, that's probably just Might and Magic 6. So you would probably start in Might and Magic 6, you clear the overworld in Might and Magic 6. Once you clear the overworld in Might and Magic 6, you go clear the overworld in, is it Ravenshore is World of Warcraft. Ravenport? Twilight Town? It's one of those. It's one of those. I'm pretty sure it's one of those two names. Definitely. Let's see here. And so you'd go to probably Might and Magic 8 next, I think. Because I think you have two... I think you have two zones. No. Oh, is it? I thought in Might and Magic it was in... It was in the second area. So I did get the name right. So basically, so you have the ability to teleport to and from both Daggerwound Island and the Ravenshore world map. Is it? Because when I came here, I came from Ravenshore. Let's see. Because I'm basically thinking about, because presumably New Sorpigal is the starting area and the teleportation area, where you go to and from it, right? And so, I guess you would actually want to go maybe to New Sorpigal last. It's right next to the chest. The Thinger chest. It's the series of weird looking Thingermahoozits. and that takes you here. So I didn't realize that there were multiple. And when you teleport in, do you teleport into the newbie area? So like if I go to Might and Magic 7, will I go to Emerald Island immediately? I'm gonna have to test all this stuff out. Because the goal is basically to preferably pick the world map zone that's going to have the least amount of experience on it first. If all are equal in terms of teleportation capacity, then you would want to go to the place that has the least amount of experience in the initial area as possible. And then from there, you go to basically whichever place has the second least, and then the one that has the most. Because every time that you're clearing an area, you're increasing bolster level. So, which means that you're getting more experience. So, I actually would like a mode. I think it would be fun to have a mode where bolster applies to every world, not just the one, just the ones that aren't the one you're in. I think, god damn it. Well, luckily I have saved. And yeah, so that if you have to go to. What happens if you haven't... Because preferably you would go to Emerald Island. Can you teleport from Emerald Island to the other places, or do you have to get to Armandale first? So, my thinking then would probably be... And I guess there's technically an unlimited amount of experience available in Might and Magic 8's version of that area. So there is that. But if there's a thing in the first area of Dagger Wound, then given how much more dense 6 is typically, but it's not about a typicality. That is a very densely populated zone. I'm not sure which has more experience by default between Dagger Wound and New Sorpigal. I'd have to check both of them, but you basically go to one of them first, then you go to the other, and then you go to Might and Magic 7 next, because in Might and Magic 7 you actually have to do 4 zones. You have a whole dragon to kill. Yeah, Emerald Island respawns very quickly. It's not my haste, that's 3 o'clock. So we do need to finish this dungeon in a timely manner before we run out of time to clear. So... So then you clear Emerald Island, because Emerald Island requires that you kill the actual Emerald Island. It requires that you kill a dragon,
Have too much.
which is probably sufficient reason on its own to do it last. And then you also have to do a thinger. It might actually, and then you have to do the next zone as well. So it might actually make more sense to even get a little bit further into the other two. Would that make sense? Probably not, no. It probably makes more sense to just do it that way. So you get that done. And then... I would like for you to aggro me, friends. Because I don't want to have to fight everything. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, and you have the temple as well. So you have 2 dungeons, the actual main map, which doesn't get very much experience. There's almost no experience on the actual main map. You have the temple, and you have a dragon, but then you also have the entire map of Harmondale, which spawns before you can leave, right? So you're basically doing just an enormous number of zones that are spawning in and getting their bolster preset before you can leave. So let's see. Well, you don't need. You can just click on the things. In the one in Ravenshire I just clicked on. So if the one that's in Dagger Wound is something that is just like a place that the like boundary is weaker and not like an actual just flat out teleporter, then that changes the dynamic a bit. You can certainly click the one in Ravenshire, yeah. We can teleport over to New Sorpigal and see. I'm pretty sure that the structure in New Sorpigal is what I think that it is. I don't think you have to do the snake dungeon, but maybe you do have to do the snake dungeon to get to the thing.
Yes. Jump.
If I finish before 1, I'm gonna check this stuff on stream. I actually might check it on stream either way. When I finish it, so we're gonna finish this way before 1. It's not gonna be close. So we can. Anyway, I like optimization problems just like as a classification of problem. I find optimization very fun and interesting. So I'm trying to think about like, you know, what would be the route that you take, the pathing through the entire series to maximize your EXP gains. Because particularly with EXP getting reduced, if you whatchamacallit, if you are higher level than the enemies, it makes a pretty big difference to be not contributing to the bolster. Not in terms of the relative power between me and the enemies, because the less experience I get, the less they scale. So not in terms of the relative power of me versus the enemies, but just in terms of like the absolute level that you end up finishing the game at. So like by doing all of Might and Magic 8 first, I basically did all of Might and Magic 8 without any scaling. And doing it without any scaling means that I'm basically just leaving experience on the table from them potentially being higher level. So if you just transition between each of the areas one by one, you're always going to be getting the bolster pumped up each time you go to a new location. Every map you go to will be increasing the overall bolster for every single map. And I think you could probably get some really crazy levels out of that. Like, especially because, like, I don't know how much experience scales with level. Because I just, like, the base experience, I don't know how much it is. But, like, I feel like the really low level enemies give basically none. So I feel like taking an enemy from, like, level, 1 or 5 or whatever, and getting them up to 20 is an enormous increase in the amount of experience you're going to get over the course of an area. That's my presumption. I am actually going to clear the ads first, I think. Okay, I need to recast preservation. How are we on? Okay. I keep saying I'm going to do a thing, and I keep not picking one, which is a problem because that's exactly like the optimal circumstance for a regen enemy, to just tear you to shreds because you're not focus firing on it, but you're also not ignoring it. It's like, you need to pick one. You're either ignoring it or you're killing it. Enchantment protects from eradication, huh? Do I still have protection from magic? I sure do. It's a good fucking thing. Ooh, boy. Okay. Because I don't know if everybody has protection from eradication right now. Alright, so after a very optimized, properly done fight, we can save the game.
Useless.
Okay. Recast Torchlight because I know that it causes problems. I think haste is fine. We're going to run out of dungeon before we run out of haste. Ditto for preservation, actually. Let's see. Because we're almost done, I think. We're gonna have a few more to clear.
We could sell it.
Pretty sure everybody has. Okay, this is a fairly weak pack. Let's see.
This is good.
You say that, but it's not. Okay. That is a boss. It's Thorns. Oof. Okay, well, we're recasting everything. Boy. Thorns is going to slow us down considerably, both in real time and in game time. And, let's... silly me. Well, almost lifesteal off of these, and I'm like, I think these are still going to be hitting way too hard to just lifesteal off of them. Okay, there we go. I really should. There's been a lot of thorns. Though that does kind of give a spoiler
We can take it. Ow!
for people watching the VOD.
Someone heal me.
There's no.
Okay.
It might be useful.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted, but also the spoilers. People might not want to know what they're getting into, you know? Happy Thorns Day, everybody. So we still have a few packs left, which is kind of surprising. I mean, I know that it's a big dungeon in size, but I wouldn't have expected it to be this lenient. I wonder if it was this lenient because of the fact, like, it might have been set to a more lenient value, because this dungeon's very prone to having enemies get trapped in walls and shit. That might actually be it.
Useless.
Because this dungeon, oftentimes, like, the rats will spawn out of the world. So they might have changed it because of that. Alright, yeah, we can't grab you yet.
Useless.
Ah, a new spell. Great.
Useless.
We did get a new spell, which is kind of cool.
Useless.
And we got that, which is meh. And let's see here. We can get 70. So I need to reread that effect description on Silria and figure out what that means in terms of optimization. Okay, we're still in the green. I'm just basically running around to see, make sure that I've actually cleared everything, because there might still be some packs that I've missed. I don't think so, though. I'm pretty sure that we got everything. We've gone through all these corridors and things. Let's see. Well, the dungeon complete message is typically when you've killed like 95% of the enemies. So let's see. But yeah, the Maw people have basically made it so that the enemies, if they go out of bounds, they teleport back in now. So I believe they're intending to require the dungeon complete to actually be every enemy clear. You know what? I'm not gonna reload for that. We're fine. We've burned a little bit of time, but that's fine. We still have time to get back to train. And we still have another 20-some minutes left. So let's go ahead and fly to straight to the person we needed to talk to. Very cool. Okay, I think that we're set on quest turn-ins. So we're eligible for 142. We can get exactly 20 levels now. So
Training. Okay, okay, okay.
20
okay,
levels.
Okay, okay, okay.
Never mind. We can get 19 on somebody.
Okay, okay, okay.
On two somebodies.
Okay, 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 okay.
Not too bad. Alright, 362 skill points to play with. Now we need to figure out what we want to put them in. I think I want to increase my DPS more than I want to do anything else. So, but you know what? We will keep putting a single point into each of these in tandem. Because I just kind of like that as a leveling style. I think that that's a fun way to level. So, you will be doing that. That's a bad idea. I just put 3 points into body just automatically, and then I'm like, wait a second. Yep. Yeah, I haven't had to pay that much attention to money in quite a while, honestly. Should I just pump light magic up to 40? I think I'm gonna increase this up to 40. Okay, let's go. I think I'm going to pump everything else up to 20 now. I'm not going to pump everything else up to 20. But we'll pump some of it up to 20. You are going to be doing this setup as well. I think I have anything else that I need to worry about. So just keep pumping points into things. As for you, we need at least 1 point in regen every time we level up. And I think we are just going to do the 1 point, even though we have so much to put points into. It does depend a bit. It depends on playstyle. When I was really young, I always really struggled with money because the bulk of my experience was coming from completing quests, and I would try to like finish dungeons with as little clearing as possible. I would often like try to like rush through late game dungeons. And I often wouldn't have high enough disarm trap to do all the stuff. I was always behind in level because I wasn't killing all the enemies. And so I actually think that part of the reason that tends to be the case is just because like playstyles just changed a lot from when I was young. I don't know how much people were behaving the way that I was behaving when I was a kid, but it was certainly the case for me that like I have all this money now, but back in the day with not looting anything because like I wasn't able to fight the enemies very comfortably, right? So like I don't know. I think that it depends. If you try to avoid enemies because they're strong, they get stronger relative to you. But also, you don't make any money. So there's a bunch of compounding effects here. So, but I do think that if you just like clearing through by wiping out everything, then yeah, if you're looting every item in every dungeon, if you're killing every enemy in every dungeon, you're not going to run low on money. But that again, also that just wasn't the way that I played when I was a kid. And who knows? Maybe some people still play that way. I just don't know. Where the hell are you? You're literally right in front of me. Look. So, what do we want to put points in right now? I think I'm actually going to... Nah, I don't think I'm going to bother. Getting Identified up to Master makes a lot of sense, but I don't think I want to do it right now. So, we're going to change up our gearing situation a little bit, I think. We have this, which is kind of, garbage or whatever. We have Hades. Hades is going to keep scaling with us. And one thing that we need to do is we actually need to make sure that we are giving this character I think we just want to stack might on Silria. And we don't need stuff that gives all stats, probably. You have kind of garbage gear. How bad is yours? Yours is... not that interesting. So we obviously have the legendaries that are good just because they're legendaries, but this is 26 tall resist and 55 speed. That's actually just really bad for this point in the game. Our chest piece does not have very good stats on it. This is speed and might. Don't need it on you. Our boots we're mostly okay for. Using this. Okay, yeah, we need to do some significant inventory management. So let's go through. You have might and luck and spell point regen. This is might and luck. This is 23.7 statistics and not that much. So the number, basically this mod on the Doom difficulty, the numbers are wonky. They're like really, really high. They're like way, it's like a completely different itemization scale than the base game. So I'm basically looking for your gear is, I think, mostly fine. Excuse me. Actually, it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter that much. Because, this Titan's belt, I should maybe actually just shove this onto Silria.
Nope, there's no room.
Because Silria, first of all, has a not great belt on. But then, in addition to not having really that great a belt... Oh, you know who should have this?
My pack's full.
Is the person who goes down constantly because they have no HP because their entire gear set is dedicated to their DPS. That would work. Okay, so also... What level are we? We're level 142. We can definitely upgrade this once. We can probably upgrade it twice. So let's do that. And we can do that for this as well, but we're not going to do it until we've done this one. We actually have enough of these that I don't need to worry about it.
Carry anymore.
Alright, can we do you twice? 134, we're currently what? 142. I'm not going to try to do it twice. This is 126. We would need to get 16. I don't think we can get 16 off of this, so let's do it. 138. Perfect. So this is level 138. All set. Let's see. Yeah, it's really good. There's two versions of it. One of them's for Merge and one of them's for Vanilla. And I've been so pleasantly surprised by how good the modding scene is for these games now. Like, really impressive. So, this gives us a special enchant to a thing that has 2 base enchants. I'm gonna start doing some crafting stuff. So, accuracy and luck boosts, and
We don't need this.
yeah, the merge version is the one that's currently being worked on, and it has like a bunch of features that the previous one didn't have because it was made earlier, and so yeah, that's the one that I'm doing right now. Okay. Anything else that's just unidentified? Where's this? Gives endurance, personality, luck, and reduces intellect. So this gives endurance, regen, and accuracy. And body resistance. This is definitely a ring we need to equip on somebody. I'm going to go ahead and just replace this with it when I can find it. There it is. Yeah, it's been a wild time. I'm very excited about it all. For a very long time, I didn't like play any mods, pretty much like at all. I just didn't do mods in these kinds of games, or any games, for that matter. But it's been very nice, like jumping into mods and being like, oh, there's a lot of really great stuff people are making these days. Athena. I should look at some of this stuff to make sure. I also should look at the stuff that I have equipped already, because that's the stuff that's most important to look at. Because the stuff that I've got, if it has any empty slots, which it looks like I'm pretty much fully equipped with stuff that doesn't have empty slots. This gives a lot of intellect, actually. That's actually an interesting question. Would it make sense? No, this is sort of doesn't matter. I was going to say, does it make sense to give this to you? And I was like, no, because you can't use it. It is kind of funny to think of the idea of just stacking int on this character, but I don't think there's too much reason to do that. So we have might and endurance on this. Let's see, ascension. Oh, right, this enhances the tier of an item. This is already maxed out. Is this actually the max tier? I should use the ascension thing on this. Do I want to solidify this as my expected default weapon? Okay, this can't be ascended. Good to know. And Anything else that I have that... This is suboptimal stats. Because if I have anything that has like fully optimized stats, which, what does that mean? I don't know. I don't really know what I want. I don't know. What I do know is that we need more something on you. And what that is probably... We need might, accuracy, and speed. But I think that honestly what we need more than anything is base damage. So this is a 1d82 plus 31. This has a plus 115 on it. So the two of these combined don't have a plus modifier it's barely half of what the other one has. So we really, really need to get a solid weapon. We're like at the point where these are actually getting close to on par. Shariel is actually stronger than this is now, interestingly enough. So let's equip Shariel for now, because it's just going to be a DPS boost. Which means we can probably just get rid of this if it's been outscaled by an artifact at this point. As an offhand, judicious measure is not
My tank's full.
going to be outpacing me for now. This is also of darkness, which means that it boosts the speed of the main hand weapon. So I actually would need to get a substantial damage boost, because this is... Oh wait, no, this sword is actually a DPS upgrade over Thinger. So why are your boots... Oh, because of that. Let's see. These have 243 speed. So I could try these on other people again. Doesn't look like that's going to be an upgrade. That is a DPS upgrade, but a durability downgrade, which we can't afford right now. And you have... Do you have legendary boots? Yes. And this recovers your action time. So this is very, very good, especially for her. She scales very, very well with action time resetting, because she has a very, very slow weapon. Her recovery time right now is 112. And she's... So yeah, so that's going to be a thing. I need to figure out... I like the fact that this is of darkness. I don't like the fact that it's a plus 35 damage. That doesn't seem super solid. I'm wondering if I would want to... Because I'm pretty sure that I've seen items that can turn items into legendary items. And I've just died after obtaining them. So... Let's see. Actually, how slow are you now? You're actually way slower now than Ashcore. So Ashcore should have these boots on. These boots should be on Ash now. So we can put this on you. So this will improve our DPS by a lot against very powerful enemies, I think. Unless this is scaled. Does this scale to your speed? I don't know. This is a plus 36 with additional body damage. And we do still have the ability to equip Snake in our offhand. Snake is way weaker than this sword. This is what, 2d79? This is 3d21. 316. 31, not 21. Yeah. I don't think we can afford that. So, anything else that we need to do? I think if we're going to be doing too much more here, it's probably just going to take a bunch of time. So yeah, I think that we're going to end things here for now. We've swapped over this belt to her because it will, in theory, increase our... In theory, it should increase our personality and intellect, but I don't actually see that. That's not being reflected here. I'm not sure why. It's like a very specifically written description. So let me take a look. If I take this off. Okay, so it looks like it only applies to certain magic effects, question mark? No, is this gives... This gives +8 to all stats. This is more than a +8. This is a +14. So there's an additional 6 coming out. Right? So I think I'm gonna optimize Sylria next because I have an idea of how to optimize her, and then once we've done that, we'll figure some stuff out. I think I'm also gonna just ask Malekith, like, what does this mean? Because I'm like looking at it and I'm like, I don't actually know exactly what they're saying. I think it might just be that every stat boost on gear is giving you some percentage in the other. It shouldn't be 75% of it, though, because if it was 75% of it, then the might would go up by more than that. Unless I misread it. Anyway, that's it for now.